The thing here, Omékongo, that people just need to understand, these billionaire conservatives, they have purchased the Supreme Court. They are bought and paid for. And what Leonard Leo has done, they have used the Supreme Court Foundation to get close to these people, and they have used their money to get their ear. The pieces by ProPublica lays it out. Conservatives hate these pieces of ProPublica, but they know for a fact, they know that Clarence Thomas and Sam Alito and the other conservatives have been bought and paid for, and they are ruling in favor of these rich billionaires and not regular, ordinary Americans.
And, you know, it's really tragic. I mean, when you talk to a fairly nostalgist now, and we talked about how ridiculous this new ethics code was. The other aspect of the ethics code that's ridiculous is the fact that it's not retroactive. So it can't even go back and look at any of this. And as you said multiple times on this show, the Supreme Court we have now is because of Donald Trump. Donald Trump was able to put them in because of our inability to make sure he didn't win in 2016. And so for people who don't want to connect the court to what's happening now, how you laid it out with the federal judges as well. And look, if you thought that the people that Donald Trump appointed now were problematic, Jonathan Karl, the author of the new book, Tired of Winning, he said recently that Donald Trump and his cronies are actually using AI to generate a software evaluation system that will rule out anybody of being nominated or hired who has the potential of going against him. So he had people like John Kelly and other people, Milley, who kind of helped keep the guardrails on. He's like, I'm not having that this time around. So they're making sure that everybody that they bring in is going to be 100% loyal to him. So that's just not his cabinet. That's also the people he's going to elect as judges. And what you're saying, again, possibility of losing the Senate is larger now with Joe Manchin coming out. If we don't get it now, Roland, I don't know if we ever will. Over the weekend, Trump is calling his opponents vermin, using language that refers to genocide, Rwandan genocide, Congo, Holocaust, the list goes on and on. He's using that language proudly and boldly and talking about what he's going to do. And he has no respect for the judicial system if it goes against him. But if he can use them in any type of way to give some type of legal cover to what he's doing, people better watch out. And so Democrats, they really have to go harder in explaining the real choices we have right now. And just look at what has been happening just in the last few years because of this court. Look at what's happening with gun rights. Look what's happening with young women who are sterilizing themselves in the face of what happened with Roe v. Wade. Like, these are real issues that our Democrats and people who are out there fighting against this need to make more profound, need to make more clear. Because if we can get people to see that type of choice, then they could hopefully be able to understand, and it shouldn't have to take this much work, Roland, but it does, that it's literally a matter of life or death, not only of our democracy, but of our communities and our system of well-being, of just living.